What is up, YouTube? Here we are back with a really new kind of thing that I think I've written in my about page that I will never do, but I thought, hey, let's try something new. Since I've been away for such a long time, coming back with Gardens of Ember doesn't seem to be working very well for my channel right now. So I thought, hey, you know what? Let's try something new. So this is a program called Path of Building for the game known as Path of Exile. Now, as you all know, or as most of you will know, Path of Exile's this is Path of Exile's passive skill tree. Yes, it's very big and very confusing. Now, I myself have put about 1,000 hours in Path of Exile. If you don't believe me, let me try and show that to you right now. It's library, and here we go. Path of Exile, 1,056 hours in there right now. So yeah, I put a lot of time in Path of Exile, so I have played through a lot of leagues, and I think I started in the Abyssal League or the league before that. I don't really remember. When I started the game. I didn't start from the league. I started as a normal standard game, and it took me about 40 to 50 levels to realize that playing in the standard game is not the way to play the game. So if you are planning on starting PoE, or aka Path of Exile, uh, you might wanna go into the game and create a character in the league that's available for you right now, which is Synthesis, I believe it is. All right, so today I'm going to show you how to come up with a build by yourself. I'm not really good at this. I have made 2 or 3 builds in Path of Building, and some of them are very successful, some of them not so much. But you know, it's just the basics. When you start playing the game, this will be very confusing. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. Path of Exile has a lot of skills that you can play with. When I say a lot of skills, I mean a lot of skills. Uh, I think I'll put a link in the description below to Path of Exile wiki, especially the skills page, which will show all the skills available in the game. It will show the skill description and all that. You know how Wikipedia page works right now, don't you? Alright, if you don't know, you must be living under a rock. Okay, so anyways, today I'm going to start a series on Path of Exile. Me and my friend Lagato will be playing through Path of Exile. We have made a build for him up to we have put skill points and ascendancy points up to level 75 or something, and we are going to try it out. We just made a build from the top of our heads. We don't know how it's going to work. We just put in skills and everything, and boom, it's ready to go. So before I start the recording for our two buddies play for Path of Exile, I think I would like to make a build myself to play with my friend. So it can't be something that I'm really good at, but I'm really uncomfortable playing something that I'm not really good at, because I personally, having put 1,000 hours into this game, I am still not very confident in the skill tree, because trust me, this doesn't go well for me most of the times. So, having said that, I myself am a Marauder player. This is like if you want a general reference for what a Marauder is, a Marauder would be a barbarian in any other game, like Diablo 3, or what else is there? I don't know, any other game that you could think of. This would be the barbarian class. Basically, all of his things are based on strength. So this is where his class starts from in the passive tree. Now, if you choose any other class like duelist, he starts from here. He's basically a dexterity based class. And if you go to ranger, she starts from here. And yeah, I think I have to mention this because they are gender locked. even though if you start as a duelist and you can still pick a pick a bow and arrow and still go ham on that, it's really possible. You don't have to, play a ranger to be an archer. That's the awesome thing about this game, because the passive tree is really fluid. If you know what you're doing with it, you can really make an insanely strong build. Okay, so that's the duelist, the ranger, and the scion. Scion, this class you have to unlock. If you're a new player, you'll have to play the game up to a certain point. I think it's Act 4. Was it Act 4? Oh, I think it's Act 3. You have to finish Act 3 in order to unlock the scion class. That's how you unlock the scion class. Now, the special thing about the scion class is her ascendancy. Every other class, including Marada. So if you go to Marada, you have Juggernaut, Berserker, Chieftain, and any other class, Ranger. There's Raider, Deadeye, and Pathfinder. So these are like the extension of your class, which will give you separate skill points that you have to complete a certain dungeon to get. So you see, there's 121 skill points that you can get. That's if you hit a level 100. If you hit level 100, you'll get 121 skill points. That's the maximum, I think, skill points you can ever get in the game. I don't know if anyone has gone above level 100, or I don't know if the cap is level 100, because my max level character right now is level 86. And trust me when I tell you, it's really hard to level up after 86. Unless you're really good at the game. If you keep on dying, no. I think the worst part that I didn't realize when I started playing the game is when you die, you lose a percentage of your experience. You don't notice this unless you reach really high levels where it becomes really hard to gain experience, Like when you're level 86 and fighting on tier 7 or tier 10 maps. As a new character to the game, I'm pretty sure you don't understand what I'm talking about, but basically mapping is like the end game thing that you do after you finish the storyline. Mapping is the end game thing, so you get tier 1 to tier 16 maps, I think, and there are special maps which you have to do special conditions. These are separate from the tier 16 maps. I have only been able to, because I usually don't buy stuff from other players. I usually find what I can and play as I go along, and I still haven't been able to beat the entire mapping system. So I really don't know how most of the very end game, like late game level 90 or level 100 stuff works, but I can give you a general description. So that's what I'm trying to do here. So as I was saying, each class has 3 ascendancies, right? And but the scion is special because she has only 1 ascendant. Now with her, what her thing is, she can ascend into all the classes, all these classes. That's the special thing about her. So if you go up here, it's the, I think it's the on a path of witch. Yeah, this is the path of witch. This is the path of Templar. This is path of Marada. This is path of duelist, and path of ranger, path of shadow. Shadow is basically the assassin of the group. He dual wields. He's like a very speedy guy. You can play him as you want. You can pick a shadow and make him an archer. It's really your preference, and your knowledge on the skill tree. That's what's gonna do it for you. So the 121 skill points is the max skill points you get, max passive tree skill points you get in the game, and the 8 skill points you see here is what you get for ascendancy. To ascend, you have to do the labyrinth in the game. It's like a special dungeon. Each map, not each maps, most of the maps will have this special place, special door that you can click on with a poem on it. As I play through, I'll show you guys all of this, okay? So those places will, once you complete those places, you'll be unlocking nodes on a tablet. Once you get all 6 nodes, you'll be able to enter a special dungeon called the labyrinth. I think the first one is at level 35. So when you complete the labyrinth, trust me, it's not very easy, but if you're doing with a friend, or if your build is really good, you might be able to run through it at level 35. I usually wait until level 40 or level 45 to get the level cap between the dungeon and myself, so that it's easier to kill enemies and the boss. And you have to fight the boss 3 times, which is, hard, and all that stuff. So the 8 points you get is because there's only 4 levels at which you can complete the labyrinth. That's level 35, 55, 65, and 75. So once you complete all those labyrinths, you get 8 points in total, which means each time you complete it, you get 2 points, which you spend on this specific tree. So the special thing about Cyan is you can unlock any of these special classes in her ascendancy tree. So if you pick a Cyan and you're trying to make a strength based build, you can just go here, 40 to strength, and gain 1 passive skill point. Now once you do this, you can put skill points in the Marada tree right off the bat. No, not once you do that. You get an extra skill point in your tree. So basically meaning you have 122 skill points now. That's what's happening. Okay. So the awesome thing about her is once you go over here, you get to choose one of the Marada's ascendancy, which is either Juggernaut, Berserker, or Chieftain. So depending on the build you're playing, you might want to see the benefits from these and pick one of those. Like the Juggernaut, 1000 accuracy ratings, which means you might not have to worry about accuracy at all. And cannot be chilled, cannot be stunned, 5% increased damage per endurance charge. So if your build is based on endurance charges for your life regen and all that jazz, might want to take that. Gain an endurance charge every second if you have been hit recently. That's a very good ascendancy right there. Or you can go with Chieftain, 10% increased strength, which is very good if you are having trouble equipping certain gears. Gears are based on stats, so if you just pick this, I think, yeah, that's going to be good. And then what else is there? 10% chance to cover a unique. You get the gist of it, alright? So let's say you have chosen to go with this. So this is like 1, 2. So I think now I have spent 3 ascendancy points. So I'll choose one of these, and 5% increased damage taken, 10% more damage, 2% of attack damage least as life. That's a very good one. Gain 1 rage when you kill an enemy, cannot be stunned while you have at least 25 rage. Rage is well, it depends on what you look at it. Anyways, there's no point in going into too much detail about this. I'm just gonna do my build. I don't think I'll be choosing Cyan because I find them kind of difficult to play. Anyways, I'm just showing you the special thing about Cyan, the class. So the ascendancy is like this. You choose one of the... Once you do the labyrinth the second time, you'll be able to choose one of these ascendancies. So you can go with any one you want and then choose any of these ascendancies depending on your play style. So if I'm playing a physical build, I'll go to Marada and I'll probably choose Berserker or Juggernaut, which will cannot be stunned and cannot be chilled is very effective, very good, and increasing more damage. If you gain 1 rage when you kill an enemy, that will always be useful, because in the description down below it's saying what a rage point does, and you get the gist of it. Let's just choose Berserker, and then the third time you do it, you'll be able to unlock Path of Marada. Can allocate passive points into Marada's starting point, granted 2 passive points. Grant 2 passive points. Now, what this does is, you can just go in and start from right here. Now I have put a skill point in the Marada tree. Now if I hadn't taken that, okay, I unclick that. Now if I go and press here, see there's kind of a line that's pathing its way to here, which means if I choose this, I have already spent 15 skill points trying to get here. Okay, so I'm going to unclick that, and if I choose this, I can just start putting from here. See, I'm now putting skill points in Marada without even worrying about having to come down, having to go spend 15 points to get here. That's the benefit of a Scion. If you're playing a range, you can just go to a ranger. You can put skill points over here, get the benefits you think will be best for your character, and then later pick the ranger ascendancy, and then finally go into the ranger tree, like instantly, and get all these ranged benefits right here, without having to path your way all the way over here, spending how many 15 skill points. That's, you know, you get the gist of it, I hope. Now that's just 5 points, but there are still 3 more points you can spend in this. So if you want, you can. So you can't choose any more than one of these. So if you want, you can go into another strength based tree, which is the Templar, and you can get another beneficial ascendancy out of this. So let's say you decide to play a ranger, and you go into the rangers tree, and you get one of these rangers things, okay, and then you want another dex based character. You can either go into this tree and get one of these. This is very, very beneficial. So you are basically specializing in two. You are basically specializing in one, but getting a benefit from another ascendancy tree, which is very powerful, by the way. I haven't played this because I find this very confusing, and I have tried making a build surrounding the Scion, but oh boy, as a starter, as a beginner for Path of Exile, you might not want to do that. So if you guys want, there are builds already made for the game. Uh, you can check out Path of Exile build guides and see multiple builds that might work for you depending on your playstyle. So anyways, I'm just gonna try and make my own build to play with my friend. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to try and select a class that I want to play depending on the skill. So what skill should I use? I have been trying to make a build around the skill Lacerate. Now, Lacerate skill is it's like an AoE in front of you. It's like a slash in front of you. Let me try and see if I can get a clip of Lacerate. PoE Lacerate. There you go. Lacerate skill. Here we go. Lacerate skill then. Let me up the quality here. It's not that big of a video, and this is basically the Lacerate skill. As you can see, the dots around him, they are frenzy charges and endurance charges. It's up in this corner, showing the frenzy charges and the endurance charges. So that is basically the Lacerate skill. So I have been trying to make a build around that skill for a long time. And the class that was demoing the Lacerate skill was a duelist. Whew, what to do? So you don't actually have to be a duelist in order to use that skill. You can be a shadow also. Shadow is I think Shadow will be easier because he's really close to the witch's skill tree. Now the reason you don't want to choose a witch is because her tree is basically intelligence all the way, and you intelligence based build for using a sword is not good because most of the swords are strength and dex based, or strength based or dex based. So choosing a witch might not be the best way to do it. Hmm. So what to do? If I pick a Scion, it might be easier to come up here, but I can go full energy shield. You know what? I have never played a Shadow. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick Shadow and Assassin. What does the Assassin have? Assassin have crit chance, toxic, delivery. I think it's poison based. I don't think I want poison based, but I would like crit chance. Ambush and assassinate. Do I want the assassin or the trickster? Frenzy charge duration. Okay, this is frenzy charge based. So this might be really good for my class. Okay. 1 to maximum frenzy charge and maximum power charge. So I get 1 extra frenzy charge and power charge. 15% chance to gain a frenzy charge and a power charge on kill. This is good, I suppose. Okay, let's go with that. Now the reason I'm doing this is to get an idea of where my skill tree needs to go, cause it's giving me a frenzy charge and a power charge on kill, and it's giving me 1 to maximum frenzy charge and power charge. Now the thing about frenzy charge and power charge is you have a base charge of 3. Doesn't matter which class or which character you play, you have 3 of each: frenzy charge, power charge, and endurance charge. You have 3 of each. That's the limit, but you can increase that limit with skill nodes like this: swift killer, 1 to maximum frenzy charge and power charge. And also you can increase the charges you have with this Ferentic Fanatic, whatever. I'm not good at this. So this gives you 1 to maximum frenzy charge. Now you have 4 from this, and if you go to this, you have 5. So more charges means more buffs. And I don't know if I can show you what those charges does in here. I don't think this describe what a charge does. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, anyways, I'll show you what a charge does later once I start playing the game. Okay, so this is going to be a long video. I'm trying to figure this out, so I hope you guys stick till the end. We'll see how this turns out. It's going to be either really good, or once I start playing, I'm going to start complaining like crazy. I might even start changing the skills that I picked. Okay, so this is really good. Alright, let's go. Let's see. Attack and cast speed, maximum mana. I'm going to need mana. View of Arcane, 21st increase maximum mana. Movement skill cost no mana. That's pretty good. 20% increase attack speed. If you have used a movement skill recently, that's really good. 10% maximum mana when you use a skill. that's also really good. 6% reduced damage taken for 4 seconds after spending a total of 200 mana. That's even better. So these are just the base ones I'm looking at. I'm gonna pick this as well. So let's try and see what other benefits I can get from him. 50% increased damage over time. Recovers 2% maximum life on kill, 2% maximum energy shield on kill, 4% maximum mana on kill. Hmm. Depending on what kind of build I'm going for, this might be very useful, especially the 2% maximum energy shield on kill. I might have to do an energy shield build, which I don't know how I will get to work, because most of the gear that gives you energy shield is intelligence based, and Shadow is a dex based character. His tree evolves around dexterity, so I might have to figure something out. I really wanna do a really strong Lesserate build, but keeps getting stuck at some point. We'll have to see. But since I'm playing with a friend, I might be able to reach end game because he'll be helping out as well. Let's see. Attack and cast speed. This is a good one. What does this do? Prolonged pain, 20% increased skill effect duration, 10% reduced damage taken from damage over time, 20% increased poison duration, 20% more damage over time. I won't be using poison. I will be using cold, because that's what I'm trying to do. If you guys remember, back in the day, very long time back, I think this build was done when around I don't know what patch right now is on Path of Exile. I think it's 3.6. I think if you look up a build called Sub-Zero or something on Path of Exile, that is the build I think I'll try to go for. I don't think that build works anymore because the skill tree has changed a lot since then, and might not work as I intended to. Because what I really want for that build is this one right here, and to get this I have to spend 18 points just to get to this knot. And that is not good. Even if I start as a Scion, this wait, if I start as a Scion, I might be able to grab some of the important stuff and come down here and grab some of these, and then later choose this guy, come down here. But the Trickster is what I want. So annoying. Let's see, what does this Trickster have? 2% chance of getting flash charge and power charge, 50% increase recovery rate of life and mana, 50% of non-chaos damage with hits as extra chaos damage, cannot be stunned if you haven't been hit recently, 50% mana regen per second if you have used a more skill. Excuse me? No, I don't think this is gonna work as a Scion. So just to get here, that's the shortest route I can take to get here, because when I point over a skill, you see that highlighted line? That's showing the shortest path I can take to get to this. And the shortest path I can take to get to this is going to cost me 18 points to not. Just to get to this, see? Cost 18. So that is not good. I am wasting, if I come here as fast as I can, I'm basically waiting 18 levels just to get to this. I want this and this. These are the things that's going to help me. And I think I also need something over here, which is this. Life regen applied to energy shield. This is going to cost me another 19 points to get here ASAP. So basically I'm going all over the place just to get this one thing done right. And if I come down here, another 9 points. I'm already level 50 just to get these down, and I have nothing to show for it. How much I have 200, and so Dex and Intel is working together here. I have no strength, so because the intelligence is so high, I might be able to equip some really good what is it called, energy shield based equipments. So when I get this Zealot's Oath, life regen is applied to energy shield. No, I don't think this is what I want. Wait a minute, that's not what I want. What I want is life steal is applied to energy shield, I think. Is that even there anymore? Ah, I think it's over here. No, it's over here. Energy shield. Spend energy shield before mana for skills. Energy shield protects mana instead of life. 2% less energy shield. Recharge rate. No, that's not it. Wait, where is it? Ah, leech energy shield instead of life. This is the one. Okay, this is the one. So I didn't have to go all the way. Still have to waste 9 points though. So this one, and I think I'm gonna need this one. Now what this does is, this one is very important. What this does is, I will not take any chaos damage. Poison damage, life leech, and bleed. I will not take any damage from those, I think, once I pick this one. But my life is 1. So the reason I take this, life leech, leech, energy shield instead of life. That is why I'm taking this one. Maximum total recover per second for energy shield leech is double, 50% less energy shield recharge rate. And if I take this one, and it's 100% reduced energy shield recharge, I don't want to take this one. Okay. Now, those are the two, actually 3 major things that I need. Now, where is my life leech? I think it has to be in here. Calculations. Skill, accuracy, offhand, crit strike, multiplayer, attack speed, leech. I think life leech is life is 1, total base tree. If I go to tree and if I unpick this one, how much am I? Life leech on hit 0.03. Is that right? Life leech cap 0.06. Maximum life. Ah, it's because I have 1 maximum life. That's what's happening. That's why it's okay. Let's go back to the tree and let's unclick this. So 737.8. That's my life leech cap at level 40. Or I'll get 40 points before I hit level 40. I'm pretty sure of that. So basically, this is how much I'm leeching life. So once I click this one and this one, it all goes away because I don't have any life. I have only 1 life, and now I have to base everything else on energy shield. So I have spent 42 points. I have taken a shortcut to those 3 specific nodes because I need this one, because it says life leech per second is doubled. Maximum total life recovery per second from life leech is doubled. Life regen has no effect. Now I don't need life, so basically all this will be applied to energy shield now. So that's what's gonna happen. And this, the reason I went down here is because I have increased the amount of life I'm leeching. If you look at this, this is 0.4, 0.4, and it's 8 plus 8, and that's about 16. There's 20. So basically 2% life I think I'm leeching from this. And if I go down here, it's 3.2%. then there right there is 4.2%. So basically now I'm reaching 4.2% energy shield, and since it's double, it's 8.4%. I'm guessing because it's not showing in the calculations because I have chosen to apply it to energy shield. Okay, now do I have any energy shield meter here? I don't think I have. Okay, now let's focus on the ascendancy again. Now, is there anything that gives me more life leech on this tree? Chance to evade while you have energy shield. Okay, that's plus 5% to chance to evade while you have energy shield. I will always have energy shield, so this is going to be good. 3% reduced damage taken per ghost shroud. What's a ghost shroud? Every second gain a ghost shroud up to a maximum of 3. So I have 9% reduced damage taken per ghost shroud. So I have 9% chance. When hit, lose a ghost shroud and every energy shield equal to 5% of your evasion rating. Oh, when hit, lose a ghost shroud and recover energy shield equal to 5% of your evasion rating. 10% increase movement speed while you have energy shield. So basically I will always have energy shield. So let's pick this one. Okay, this is a good one. And what about this? Evasion rating per 1 maximum energy shield. 5 plus 5 to evasion rating per 1 maximum energy shield on helmet. Plus 1 to energy shield per 6 evasion rating on body armor. So I need an evasion based body armor in order to make this work properly. 12% increase attack and cast speed per ghost shroud. Cannot be stunned while you have a ghost shroud. 20% chance to dodge spell hits if you have energy shield. Voila, there you go. And that's my 8 skill points well spent, I would say. Like I mentioned before, this thing is very good. But the reason I am not picking this is I feel that these will be more important. If I can manage like 5,000 energy shield, which is possible with the skill tree, if I go to the skill tree and do it right. I have seen people with 11,000 energy shield and 1 life, so it is very possible to do it. Just have to figure out how to. So what I'm trying to do is do it myself without referring to a build guide. That's why I'm doing this. I'm doing it like this. Otherwise I would have just gone to a build guide and copied it entirely. So far, oh boy, it's been 40 minutes and I still haven't figured out my thing. I'm not gonna edit this out. I don't know how to edit. I mean, I'm a lazy guy, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna post it the way it is. Okay, so my ascendancy tree is done. I really want this one, but I don't think I'll be taking this one. Maximum life, that's something I don't need. 4% maximum mana, I don't think I'll be needing that either. A very important thing right here, but instead of taking escape artist, I might take this one. But I'll have to see how the build works. I'll just go this route first, and if it doesn't work as intended, then I'll just switch this out and choose this one. Okay. Okay, there you go. Let's keep it like that. Alright, so far what I have done is I have chosen 3 major nodes in the passive tree that I want, and I have taken the shortest route I possibly can to get those. These are the three nodes: chaos, inoculation, and ghost reaver, and wild pact. Those are the three nodes that I want in the tree, and I have taken the shortest path possible to get those. And I will be level 42 if if I go through this route. Hmm. I don't think I want to do this, but let's go anyways. Alright, so that's done. Let's try and figure out our skill tree, shall we? Oh yeah, and if you can see down here, under the tree, skill, item, and calculations, there's something called bandit. And I have right now chosen to go. I can either choose two passive points, which is going to increase my passive points to 123, which is not going to give me any other benefits. If you see from here, it's 60% minus 60% to all resistances. Now I can choose. These are the three bandits in the game: Oak. I can't pronounce that. And Alira. Crantin? I don't know. Whatever that is. So I can choose either one of these three, and it will give me the following benefits. If I choose Oak, I get life regen, uh, physical damage reduction, and physical damage. If I choose the other guy, I'm gonna get attack speed, cast speed, attack dodge, and movement speed. So basically, I get dodge chance, attack speed, and movement speed. If I choose Alira, I think I'm going to go with Alira because mana regen and crit multiplier and resistances. So if I choose her, boom, it goes down to 45%, which means she's giving me 15% to all resistances, except for chaos. Chaos, that's the funny thing about this game. It has four elements: fire, cold, lightning, and chaos. And there'll be gears that says a certain percentage to all elements, but that doesn't count twice chaos resistance. So I'm guessing chaos is not in all elements. And that's the reason I'm choosing to go with the chaos inoculation, because then I won't take any chaos damage. Okay, that's over with. I got good resistances. All I had to do is figure out a way to get these to 100%, so that I don't take any damage on those ends. I don't actually have to get it to 100%. All I have to do is find a piece of gear that has fire resistance, 45% cold resistance, and lightning resistance. If I can find three pieces of gears that gives me each of these resistances with 45%, I'll have 0 to all resistance, which means I'll take damage, but I will not take extra damage from it. When you have minus, you take more damage from it. I think that's what's happening. Anyways, so that now I have spent all these points to get all these, let's try and figure out a build. So since it's lacerate, I'll be using two swords. I don't think I can cast lacerate unless I have so let's go with the most basic weapon I can think of right now. The most basic one-handed sword, and Ichimonchi. This is a very good sword, and you can start using it at a very low level of 58, but I'm gonna need 81 strength to do it. I have 44 strength, which means I can't use Ichimonchi. Now there's one weapon in the game that is not here, I don't think. It might be is it a sword or thrusting one-handed weapon? Here we go. This one. This one requires intelligence, a lot of it. And this one is very hard to get and very expensive to buy. I think so. I haven't actually checked the price on this. So this is going to be my, basically once I hit level 68 I want to have this weapon so that I can play the build the way it's supposed to be played. Okay, so before I do that I would like to have one-handed sword which is Ichimonji. I would like to have Ichimonji equipped because you know what, let's just add this to the build. Okay, add it to the build and I'll get another one. I'll get another one and add it to the build, and there we go. We have two weapons, Ichimonjis, two Ichimonjis equipped. Okay, now if we go into the skills and get uh, lacerate, there we go. Now you see, where is my hit chance? Hit chance is 79%, which is very low by the way. I don't want decay, I want added cold damage, and I want damage on full life, which will always work because I have 1 health all the time. And I want where is it? I don't want ruthless, then it won't deal any 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 elemental damage. Ruthless doesn't deal any concentrated effect. This might work. What does this do? 54% more area damage, 30% less area effect. I might not want that. Okay, instead of that, let's try and go with the multi-strike, of course. Now all this requires strength. See the amount of strength required, 111, 70. So basically meaning these skills are at level 20. As you can see, the level of the skill is at 20, which means I require that amount of stats. But if I reduce the level, it's reducing the damage I'm doing, and it reduces the stat required. So I have 44 strength right now. So if I reduce it to level 3, that's the max I can have with the current stats that I have. And this one I think I have to reduce a lot. Nope, I have to be level 2. And these guys are okay. Lacerate also requires strength. Damn, I need to punch up that strength. Anyways, let's go. Let's max these out. 20. Okay. I'm just trying to see the maximum damage I can do with this. I don't want Kalin Strike. I want Ice Bite, and I want Hypothermia. Hypothermia, is it there? Hypothermia. Mime support. Chance to bleed also will work. Here we go, hypothermia. This is actually not working very well with the build right now. Okay, put chance to bleed. As you can see, the thing about path of building is it will always recommend the best support gem to your build. That's why now as you can see, my damage is right now 1447. Both strikes, that's 2895. So instead of putting all this, if I just go this, this, and this, this, and this, now I have 3856. Now but these are not the, oh come on, don't crash on me. There we go. Okay, these are not the gems, not the skill gems that I need, but according to the path of building, these are the gems that will make the skill do most damage. but these are not the ones I need, so I'm gonna cut those out, and I'm going to edit cold damage. I'm gonna do damage on full life. I'm gonna do a multi-strike. I'm gonna do ice bite, and then I'm gonna do see, I don't want to go into the yellows because that is not going to give me anything good. Empower is a good one. I think I have one empower right now. I might have to do it at accuracy because the hit rate is so low right now. It does give me a 91 to hit chance, but no. Can't do ruthless because that I could try and do fast attack. Let's do hypothermia. Hypothermia, but it reduces. It just increases my mana cost. It just does nothing. So it's gonna cost me 37 mana to cast the skill. But since I have multi-strike on it, what it's gonna do is it's gonna cost me 37 mana to cast it 3 times. So these are the 5 support gems I can put, because the maximum amount of sockets that you can have on your body armor is 6 sockets, and the next 6 sockets you get is either from a two-handed weapon. Yeah, from a two-handed weapon. Yeah. So since I'm not using a two-handed weapon, I can't get this to work unless I have 6 socketed body armor. So instead of added cold damage, can I try and add something else? No, because I need the added cold damage. And ice bite, what this does is it has a 50% chance to freeze, and hypothermia, there's a 10% chance to freeze enemies which are chilled. 20% increase effect of chill damage, cold damage over time. So these two will work very well with added cold damage, and I think this is the best I could come up with right now. And if I complete my skill tree the best way I possibly can, I might be able to punch this out to 10,000. 10,000 is not bad. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to freeze the enemy and then just keep slashing them so they won't be able to hit me, and I'll be just plowing through them. So is there a thing that shows a chance to freeze? Other defenses, damage, ticks, manas, evasion rating, armor rating. 25% bleed chance. That's another thing I need to think about, but not in this build. Let's go with something that might work. So I could try and get this for another 10% chance to freeze. So that means I will have 20, 30% chance to freeze. Now before I get that, I could get this because I'm using swords. This might be good. Okay, instead of that, let's go through here because I'm getting a frenzy charge. And if I go down here and do these two, boom, already bumped out to 4,000 damage right there. Okay, so that's a good deal. And what else can I do to increase my damage? This is chance to block, I don't want that. But before I worry about damage, I need to worry about Energy shield. 10% increase maximum energy shield right here, and there should be another one somewhere around here. This energy shield right there, and I can go through here. Maximum energy shield right here. Do I want to take that? I think I can go around somehow. Is there any way to get what does this do? Attack speed, cast speed, intelligence. Yeah, let's take that. And what does this do? Mana. I don't think I want to put anything in health, since I will not be getting any health. Don't want to block chance. There should be some way for me. Oh yeah, and I also need to go up here to get this. This and this is something I will need. Now the damage is bumped up to 9,000. This is a power charge. I would really very much like a power charge. Here we go. Energy shield right here. If I come down here, there should be more energy shield right here. Get this one. Now I have 74 to strength, 111 and 230. 111 is required strength. No, that's not gonna work. Now the most energy shield you can get is right here. Now this is just me trying to figure this out, okay? I don't think I will be... Yeah, there has to be something. Ah, here we go. Boom. Go up that way, and area of effect. More area of effect. Energy shield. Increase area of effect. And now I have taken one extra frenzy charge. I could try and take another frenzy charge right there. I could take a power charge right there. I could also take another power charge right there. Since I think I'm getting... what am I getting? Did I... yeah. Power charge and frenzy charge. So now I have 3, 4, 5 power charges and 5 frenzy charges. Actually 6, because this is giving me 1 extra. So I have 6 power charge, 6 frenzy charge, and I need some more energy shield. That's what's bothering me right now. Oh yeah, and there's one more thing. Chilled is the unfreeze. Chance to freeze enemies which are chilled. This is going to be very important. 112. What is this? What is this? Chaos damage, don't want that. There should be another energy shield thing around here somewhere. Let's search for it. Energy, is that how you type it? ENERGY, energy. Okay, there we go. These are all the energy. Okay, what does this do? 50% fast start of energy shield recharge, 10% increase energy shield recharge rate. There we go. And here's an entire circle of energy shield. And I have one more point to spend. %, increase maximum energy shield. Boom, right there. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention? That's how the search bar works. This is 6% energy shield and this is 10%. 6%, 6%, 10% increase energy shield recharge rate. Okay, I might have to go with these and remove some of these. Because this is definitely giving me more. You know what? Let's remove that. Minions have 8% increase maximum life, 12% increase maximum energy shield. Okay, that we'll keep. And then that now I have another 19 points that I can spend. What does this do? +1 to maximum lightning resistance. That's really cool. And what? 2 points right there. Okay, so this is what my skill tree is going to look like, and I have a shit ton of strength, a shit ton of dex and intelligence. I have a lot of mana and damage per poison. What? Bleed, poison. Why am I getting poison damage? I don't think I took any poison damage. So, it's been an hour since I have started working on this. Alright, so I think I'm gonna call it here. I've got my ascendancy, I've got my thing right here, and I have figured out my skill, and I am not going to be using these. Let's try and do that again. Let's try and change the weapon up, thrusting weapon, and I'm going to try and go with this. Because the reason I'm going, oh my goodness, I don't have, oh my goodness, look at that. How many points short am I? I'm pretty sure with the gear I have, I'll be able to get that. It requires 257 intelligence to use. I have 253. And I'm pretty sure if I'm equipping both of these, it's gonna count double that amount. Let's try and see. Let's add this to the build, and let's add one more of these to the build. Let's change this to that, and I'm pretty sure if I equip another one, see, intelligence required. Oh wait, doesn't it? Wait, is it not counting? Okay, so now my damage is decreased to 9,000. I guess if I match that up somehow. Uh, let's remove 1 point from this and put 1 point into, where is it? Still 71% accuracy rating. That's kind of lame. Wait, isn't there an intelligence plus 30 point around here somewhere? Ah, here we go. Boom. That should work. But it's still not changing the damage numbers though, so remove that and get that. Boom. And as you can tell, why is Ichimonji? Is it because this has poison damage? Oh man, I've been talking too much. Oh boy, excuse me. I cannot wear a belly of the beast with this build, so I don't think I'll be working with that. Oh, okay. So I'll have to figure something out to make this thing work. Both slashes buffed. I don't have any buffs, so in combat that's how much damage I'll be doing. I'll still have to figure something out. Pretty sure with the gear that I get and the things that I can equip and cannot equip will determine how much stats that I have, because these stats is showing is based on the stats that I have picked from here. It's not giving me any gear stats or anything because I haven't chosen any of these. Okay, so when we start playing, you start to understand this. Alright, so took me an hour to figure out a build, and I'm pretty sure this is not going to work as I intended to, but we'll have to wait and figure this out as we go along. Alright, so hope to see you guys next week, or maybe I'll just post my first playthrough right after this. Alright guys, so excuse me, let's call this the freezerator. Is that how you spell that? Whatever. Anyways, if you guys want to follow along with this build, this is my right here is my skill tree. I started from there, and you can pause the video, check this out. That is basically my skill tree. This is what it's going to look like. Pretty sure this is not going to work as intended. This is my ascendancy. Everything in here right now is subject to change as I play along. We'll have to wait and see how this turns out. So until next time, see you all later. And if you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like it, just leave a comment down below saying what I need to improve on what I did wrong, so that I can improve on it. Alright guys, I would really appreciate it if you put the thumbs up button if you like the video. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. It's an hour long one. Appreciate it. Until next time guys, see you all later.